So I was spurred on to make this by this. I'm just going to get this out of the way right now. The Fallout show is garbage. People who are telling you that it's actually good in any capacity, they're morons. It is not a show made for people who enjoy the series. And if you want to know why I don't like this show, it's because it has fucking diluted the gene pool, for lack of a better word, of the people that like Fallout. And I'm going to prove that unequivocally here. Like, irrefutable. Trust me, there's enough evidence. But anyway, I mentioned this, how the Fallout show is designed for the kind of lowest common denominator retard that likes Fallout 76. And then I had this fucking idiot tell me no one likes 76. And then this guy, I genuinely refuse to believe that blah, 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 people 76. Okay, all right. Let's go to Steam charts. So you can see, one thing I am glad everyone can agree on is that Fallout 3 is like is one of the worst. But anyway, Fallout 4 is way fucking worse. But I'm going to talk about that in a second. So New Vegas, the numbers looked like this. We went up to 14,000 and 22,000. But Fallout 76 immediately got higher and retained. This wasn't like, oh, people want to try out the newest game in the series because they just got into it from the show. No, people actually liked it enough to recommend it to where it saw an almost equal boost. Like half as many people got recommended. And okay, but hold on, maybe that's not enough for you. Fallout 4, everyone can agree Fallout 4 is fucking terrible. But again, look, bump and then huge bump. Now, what do I mean by this? The Fallout show is not made for people. Before I get into that, if you just look up Fallout 76 is good, you will get swarmed with a bunch of videos that released almost the same time as the show, all saying the same thing, that it's actually good now. Like it or not, the meta mainstream narrative of Fallout 76 is that it is now a good game with not much to criticize. I know, I'm just as fucking stunned as you are, but because the Fallout show was designed for people who want to sit on the toilet and play a game of Angry Birds, that's their interaction with video games. Those are the kind of people that it's made for. And those kind of people just have shit taste. I'm sorry, but opinions can be wrong, and this is one of them. Fallout 76, especially now after all the updates, is, as a game, like from an objective game design standpoint, is worse than it's ever been. I highly recommend watching Patrician's TV in-depth review on Fallout 76 if you want more, like, you know, in the weeds as to why. But you can just look at it. This game got a massive surge of revisionist history where it is now just accepted that the game is good. But here's the ultimate proof that I can point to. So we saw Fallout New Vegas had about 4 times less people start playing it because of the Fallout show. But if we look at the graph of reviews, we could see 4,000, and then this is like, you know, this is like 54, 6,000. It's like in that, whatever, I can't hover over, but it's like in that 6,000 ballpark. But then if we go to Fallout 4, and we look at the same thing, mind you, this game got like 4 to 5 times as many people playing it as New Vegas did. And then we look, 11,000 was its big peak, going down to 6,000. So you mean to tell, and it's so obvious as to why this is the case, because the people who like Fallout New Vegas actually like quality games. They are quote unquote real gamers, whereas the people that play Fallout 4 are absolute slop, Angry Bird on the toilet, casual dad gamers who work 2 jobs and have 5 kids. So despite the fact, you would think that just by sheer volume of the difference in people playing, more people would slap a thumbs up or even a thumbs down. Just the sheer volume of the total is completely, you know, like, it doesn't make any sense as to how this game got so much more traction, yet such less just overall interaction. It's because it's a worse game. It doesn't move people. It's literal garbage slop. It is literal slop. I'm sorry. I really just gotta rip this Band-Aid off. If you enjoy Fallout 4, you probably also don't score very high in IQ tests, or you just really enjoy turning your brain off, and you just enjoy like mindlessly doing something for an hour or two and then putting it down and then coming back a week later and then doing the same you're probably the kind of person who really fucking enjoys your job. You know, you think like waking up every day to go to work to do the same task is a fulfilling and rewarding experience. You're probably that kind of person. But I just want to just point this out. Fallout, the show, is so bad that the average Fallout fan will tell you 4 is the best Fallout and 76 is actually good. We have reached a point where the average Fallout fan will try to tell you that 76 is actually as good or better than New Vegas, purely because of the influx of new people. And that's my point. That show, the quality of that show is so subpar that we look at it as objectively not good games. Like, you would have to be on such delusional levels of cope to say 76 is good, or that Fallout 4 is like above a 5 out of 10 game. You would have to be on such levels of cope to try and say that. Or you would just have to have really, really, really bad takes. And by the way, you want even more evidence that the Fallout show appeals to the fucking toilet casual gamers? Fallout Shelter saw almost the same % gain as fucking New Vegas. Like, it's in the same ballpark as the rest of these, because it's a fucking shitty toilet mobile game, which appeals perfectly to the kind of people that the show does. And that's how I know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, it's not just me being a massive fucking hater of the year, but the simple fact that I then look at the games that the people who enjoy the show gravitate towards, and I'm like, wow, these are some of the worst games in Bethesda's entire discography, and you actually like this. Okay, pretty easy to understand the logic here. You know, like, you wouldn't take someone's opinion seriously, you know, on like movies if they told you that unironically The Room was a masterpiece and is objectively a great film. Not like a disaster movie or anything, but no. If someone told you that The Room was genuinely and objectively as high in quality as Citizen Kane or like something like Breaking Bad, would you take their opinion seriously after that point? No. That's basically what's happening with the Fallout show.